Hey all, greetings and wishing you all a happy Makar Sankranti and happy Pongal. And welcome you all to our second video on Bitcoin, the most awaited and most inquired by our group clients. I often receive messages from clients to know more about Bitcoin, whether it is safe to invest or how does it works, etc. So this video should take you through all such clarifications and help you to understand the basic outlay on cryptocurrencies. So before I start, I would like to announce the disclaimer as we are not trading or advising on Bitcoins or any other cryptocurrencies. This video is made to understand the basic outlay on the trading uh, and investment, new trading and investment opportunity. This video is made absolutely for learning purpose. So let's go ahead and understand more about Bitcoin. So I believe this video will help you to understand in a more better way. So these are the contents which we are going to learn today. This is basic understanding on Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin and what is blockchain? What is cryptocurrency? How does it work? What are the different types of cryptocurrencies legal to trade in India? What is the future of blockchain? So let's go ahead and understand more better. So what is a Bitcoin and what is a blockchain? So basically I'm a finance guy, so technically I'm trying to explain you how things works. Hope it helps you to understand better. Okay, so Bitcoin is a form of a digital currency created and held electronically, and no one controls it. Please remember this. Bitcoins are not being controlled by anyone else, and they are not printed like dollars or euros. There is no printing or minting happens. They are produced by people and increasingly businesses running computers all around the world using software that solves mathematical problems. It is the first decentralized digital currency as the system works without a central bank or a single administration. So Bitcoin was invented by an unknown person or a group of people under the name Satoshi Nakamoto and released as open source software in 2009. So what do you understand from this? It is simple that it is not printed or it is not minted like the currencies which we use in day-to-day life. And the most important information which you have to learn from this paragraph is centralized and decentralized differences. So this is actually a decentralized digital currency. So what does the decentralized digital currency means? So first you understand the difference. So centralized meaning the concentration of a control of an activity or an organization on a single authority. If something is centralized, there is a single point that does all of the work involved in given action. So what does it mean? So anything which has an organization to control, then it is called a centralized way of handling a currency. Example, you have a rupee currency. Who controls it? RBI, central government, right? So there is a centralized meaning. When you say decentralized, no one controls it. It's simple, vice versa. No one controls it. The movement of a departments of a large organization away from a single administration center to other location. If something is decentralized, there are multiple points that do the work. So which means in simple, I'll explain you with an example. Uh, Now you look at this, how centralized process works. I'm giving an example. All banks data goes to the unique server that RBI can take control over and understand each bank's businesses. Right? As same, all telecom data goes to the unique server where try can have an access. The same as all your chat, pics, videos, encrypted file goes to a unique server and the where Facebook controls it. And Google, same as mails, channel apps, etc., controls it with their unique server. So this is the centralized process through which all your data are being controlled by an individual authorities. Now, if I say RBI need a data from the unique server called Google, can they do so? Right? So there is a tricky question here. Now, if I say I'm posting a video in Facebook and RBI would like to access that, will they able to do that? No. So second comes as a decentralized process. So as I said, decentralized process is somewhere you can access from anywhere, which means your data are routed from a different servers. The benefit of this is hacking is not possible. It becomes very safe, and that is why it is named as blockchain. It creates a blockchain storage of data, and it becomes a decentralized process where no one has a control over it. System to system, based on the identification, it keeps capturing the data and creates a blockchain into a ledger, different ledgers. So if RBI wanted a few data, it is not mandatory that they need to take it from this server. As an option, can take it from any other server. So I'm just giving you this example. Okay, this does not mean that RBI can take it from all other units. It is kind of a, you can send data from the unique ways. You have multiple ways, whereas here you have only one way. By the blockchain you have a multiple way where it will be difficult for others to track your data while sending it. Okay, so this is the difference between the centralized and the decentralized. So cryptocurrencies are basically a decentralized process. Please understand this. Let's understand blockchain storage. Now, Bitcoin transaction are bundled into blocks for information and recorded permanently in a distributed ledger. Each block contains the transaction information. Okay, each block contains the transaction information. So whatever you send, that immediately get recorded into it. Hence, that block cannot be changed once the transaction entered into the ledger automatically, which cannot be changed by any person. Once created is created. Okay, in more simple terms, you can understand as any transaction that happens with Bitcoin and via blockchain are documented in such a way that it cannot be changed once it has been recorded. So that is an importance of a blockchain storage. So as and when we go forward, you will understand its importance, right? So what is mining? So mining, normally you, when I say mining, you know that, physical activities happening. There is no physical activity such as discussed earlier in the first few slides, that Bitcoins are not minted or printed, right? So it is not at all a traditional sense. So it is nowhere gets break involved. It's all about trying to win a blockchain lottery to earn the reward at the end. When I say it's trying to win a blockchain lottery to earn the reward at the end, which means the blockchain as and when it gets created, right? When the blockchain gets created, it's automatically, it helps other opponent person, the receiver, gets it, and when he gets it successfully, the sender wins a lottery. So you understand, see, when you buy a lottery tickets, okay, when you buy a lottery ticket, you understand that once it gets open, you get the reward on it, right? The same, when you send some transaction, if somebody opens it, it means your transaction is successful, and that's a reward you get for it, and that reward is getting added to your blockchain ledger accounts. As in when the people, that is how this function works basically, right? The act of computing the correct value to satisfy the hash functioning in blockchain is called a mining. It's absolutely hash functioning. It has been the hash functionings. Okay. So there are only 21 million bitcoins that have been created so far. At present, only 16.8 million or 80% of all bitcoins have been mined, which means that only 80% of the bitcoins or the cryptocurrency model is in the market, which means the people are trading only with this 80% of the market. So still it has not been utilized 21 million. So mining is used to provide the mathematical works that is used to make the blockchain secure and ineffective against brute force attacks. But recent theft in bitcoins was still shocking to me. Overall, when you understand the Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and the mining, it all states that it is so much of safety of doing a transaction via this new model. But we still, even though it is so secured, you would have heard the recent news that the founders of Bitcoin came on the video, Facebook video, and shared that there was a theft in the few of the Bitcoin and got hacked. It was shocking still. But anyways, let's go ahead. So what is cryptocurrency? So as I this was mostly invented by Mr. Satoshi, the unknown inventor of Bitcoins. It is still unknown inventor, it's not known inventor. Unknown inventor, the first and still most important currency, never intended to invent a currency. It was never intended to invent a currency. They never thought it will become a currency, but still it became a currency. Okay. So in his announcement of Bitcoin in late 2008, the unknown person, as announcement of Bitcoin in late 2008, Satoshi said he developed a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. What is this peer-to-peer electronic cash system? This normally says as it is termed as P2P, P2P electronic cash system. So P2P network is one in which two or more PCs share files and access to the device such as printers without requiring a separate server computer or a server software. So let's understand this with an example. Okay. You read this example. If user A's PC is connected to a printer, right? If A's PC is connected to a printer that user B wants to access. Clear? If B wants to access, then user A must set his machine to allow share access to the printer. Similarly, if user B wants to have access to the folder or file or even a complete hard drive on user A's PC, user A must enable file sharing on his PC, which means the whole transaction is protected by A. Unless A authorizes B to do it, B cannot do it. Got the point? So user A must enable file sharing on his PC. Access to folders and printers on an office P2P network can be further controlled by assigning password to those resources. Refers any transaction, P2P transaction is assigned with the secured codes. So unless you mention that code, you cannot do any transaction. It is in a simple way, if you can say, any of your relative is in abroad, he wanted to send funds to India. What are the source? So two source. One, he can directly do an online transfer. Second, he can send it through a the fund transfer facility which we have in India. It's called sorry, I'm missing out his name. So anyways, there is a where you go and give your code and then you take it forward. Okay. Sure. Sorry, that's got disconnected. So there is something called Western Union money transfer. Some of the relative wanted to send a fund to India. Normally use the Western Union money transfer, where they used to give us a code. Once we give a code, they disperse the cash to the individual. So that's how this whole P2P model is being created, where no hacking is possible or no kind of illegal transaction can happen. So it is purely secure and it is recorded in the ledger. So this avoids a lot of corruption as well. So let's see how it happens. So let's go to the next slide. So popular type of cryptocurrencies. Litecoin, LTC, it is known as LTC. These are the popular types of cryptocurrencies: Ethereum, ETH, Zcash, Dash, Ripple, XRP, Monero, XMR, and Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues to lead the pack of cryptocurrency in terms of market capitalization, user base, and popularity. Going by the current trend, cryptocurrencies are here to stay, but how many of them will emerge leaders amid the growing competition within the space will only be revealed within time. So as of now, everything, all the popular currencies are being traded in a successful way. People are participating, even in the Bitcoin. Bitcoin holds a big market share, but no idea how things are going to be in the future. But still, there are a lot of newses. We'll discuss how it is going to be. So understand what is going to be legal to trade in India or not. So even as economists like Japan, Russia has already made this Bitcoin or cryptocurrency as a legalized one, and few of their retail shops are started accepting the coins and they created a wallet for the Bitcoins as well. But in India, still we are not regulating it because a lot of hurdles are there in terms of even their government is still not able to decide under which, if you are trading in bitcoins, they are not uh, able to streamline under which we should bring this income or a loss into your ITR. They are still uh, uh, confused on it, and the regulations, no idea to which exchange it should be routed to. So India's central bank, the Reserve Bank of India, or the RBI, which regulates Indian rupee, had earlier cautioned to users, holders, and traders of virtual currencies, including bitcoins. The creation, uh, trading, or usage of VCs, including bitcoins, as a medium of payments, are not authorized by any central bank or monetary authority. No regulatory approvals, registration, or authorization is stated to have been obtained by entities concerned for carrying on such activities. So, although Bitcoin is yet to become mainstream in India, the few of the financial institutes are started using this technology. ICICI last year they have executed one successful transaction for an international trade finance, and Bajaj Finance and few of other NBFCs and insurance firms have started using the blockchain technology for service like travel insurance, settling claims even before it is registered by customer concern. Still, there is no regulation. Few companies started adapting the technology, so which means this is going to change the future. So, future of blockchain technology. India has also been quick to realize the potential of blockchain under good governance. Now, if you can see, this is the latest news. Actually, the Andhra Pradesh government is setting up a blockchain center of excellence and inviting startups and experts to set up the country's first blockchain state. Other states like Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, Rajasthan are following the lead, but Andhra is very keen to set up this center there. So, blockchain has the potential to streamline. So, which are the products can be used? Now, if you can look into what are the products, instead I could say what are the asset class, or which are the segment we can use this. It is can be streamlined on land records, asset registrations, just registers, auto records, voting records, national identity, financial transaction records and traceabilities. Even Aadhaar card, they are streamlining this into a blockchain model. This was in yesterday's news. So all these can eliminate corruption on a large scale and bring the large informal sector into the formal economy. So government is seriously working on to implement such strategies, but still there is no legal approval to do it in terms of trading. Okay, so hope this has given you some idea, not in depth, but still you would have got some idea what bitcoins is and what cryptocurrency and mining is. So do not get carried away with anybody says I will give you a huge profits or in the bitcoins, or please do not get carried away. Government is still not legalized this, so it's better to stay away and understand what it is. uh, Keep moving with the industry, keep understanding the new technology which is coming in the market. Thank you for watching, and to get more such videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. uh, Thank you very much.